guys. SupaScared, you're gonna do amazing. Take it away.
What is going on, Summer Games Done Quick? My name is SupaScared, and I'm so excited to be showcasing Skate 2 Any Percent for y'all today. If you've never played Skate before, it's a realistic, open-world skateboarding game that uses the right analog stick to perform all the different tricks inside of the game.
Yo, you've been in the joint for a while?
Skate 2 is also the first game in the series to allow you to get off of your board, walk around, and interact with objects within the game.
You ready to get moving?
With all that being said, I think it's time to skate. So time's gonna start on the first push. I'm gonna give us a little countdown if y'all are ready. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go! Awesome.
Yo, 2 or 3 pushes.
So Skate 2 starts 5 years after the events that occurred in Skate 1 and Skate It. And during those 5 years, the entire city of San Vanalona has been rebuilt. There was a huge natural disaster. Everything had to get rebuilt. While it got rebuilt, our skater was actually caught up in a little bit of trouble. We were actually in prison for the last 5 years, so during that time, all the other local skaters, they learned new tricks, they got new sponsors, and we lost all of ours. So we're gonna make our way over to Slappy's skate shop right now in his new skate park, and we're gonna see what's going on. On our way over there, we're gonna learn how to get off of our board. This is super exciting stuff. And then right here, we are gonna ollie over our first gap. But you don't always have to ollie, you can just kinda get on over there. But we're gonna keep pushing. We are almost to Slappy's. Right here, we just have to get off of our board, grab this dumpster, and then walk on in. So we're gonna put a session marker down right here, and then we're gonna hit this big roll in this big gap, and we're gonna go on over to Slappy. But Slappy had his back turned when we hit that gap, so we're gonna go back to our session marker, and we're gonna hit it one more time. He promises he's gonna look this time. All right, let's go. We got the challenge complete.
You want to check the replay?
So we're just gonna mash through that little cutscene right there.
And upload.
And then we're gonna walk forward to our next challenge, which is flipping wood 101. You can kind of think of this as like a little tutorial. We're just gonna do a ollie, a kickflip, a pop shove it, a 360 pop shove it, and a nollie. And you can see the directional inputs I was doing with the right stick on the side of the screen there. You have to go very fast.
Hey.
So now we're getting a little cutscene just showing all the skaters getting back together. And we're gonna push forward and go meet up with Atiba from Skateboard Magazine. Because we've been locked up, we gotta get some footage, we gotta get new photos for the magazine, you know the drill. So all we have to do here, just 2 pushes, and then we're gonna do a little nose grind on the bottom of that ledge. And then we are gonna see all of our pictures here, and we're just gonna spam the Y button. Because we don't want to pick the best photo, we want to pick the first photo. While all that's happening, I'm going to be holding the left and right trigger, so I'm able to make it underneath that rail and over to the next challenge with Atiba.
Yo, you can figure out a way to get up there and skate that thing, I'd definitely shoot it.
Now, the game wants us to get off of our board, grab this ramp, and move it over there, but if we're careful, we can just reach the top right where the ramp is. Again, we're gonna see all of the photos that we took during this session. Just gonna pick the final one, mash through all of the text boxes, and then we're gonna skate forward to meet up with Slappy. One more time.
Yo, you need to get back in the game.
So Slappy's gonna take us over to GED High, because they have, I guess, the best skate spots in the area. And we gotta film our sponsor tape. So let's follow Slappy on over there. Now the thing with these follow challenges is even though we know exactly where we're going, we have to stay within 150 feet of Slappy. If we get too far ahead of him, we'll fail the challenge and we have to start the whole thing over. So you won't see me doing any speed glitches or trying to go too fast here. We're just gonna go just fast enough. I don't like to go over 75 feet in front of him, just because he can fall at any point in time, and if he falls, sometimes he can warp backwards a little bit. I had a feeling that was coming. We're just gonna be careful here. We hit 90. But the exit is right here. So we are all good. We made it to GED High, and now we can start filming our sponsor tape.
It's called GED High.
So we gotta get some sponsors.
There's ill stuff to skate in this place. Look at this spot, yo.
Oh, I was just outside the trigger for getting the challenge there.
Tap these rails?
So we wanted to come down here and skate all these rails, but security put grind blockers on it. When the city of San Vanalona was rebuilt, it got overtaken by Mongo Corp, and they made almost everything unskateable.
Yo, peep this, kid. This
So
dude is
instead of
sick.
grinding, we're just gonna kickflip over the first stairs and do a nollie trick over the
Yo,
second
if you
set.
want, you can go online and like play with your friends for real.
And then when we land, we want to
Back
stick to the right side so we can grab School of Hard Knocks as fast as
All right, let's
possible.
keep this puppy rolling. But
Now, just like the challenge earlier, the
Yo,
game
camera's
wants
on,
me
we're
to
good to
grab
go.
that little ramp you see on the left side of the screen. But, let's try this one more time. But if I do a big ollie and I do a foot plant, I can actually just make it over both of the dumpsters without grabbing it and save a
keep
good
this,
amount of
keep
time. So after this,
yo, that was buttery.
we're gonna make our way over to the other side of GED High, and we gotta skip school. So for this one, we've gotta do 4 tweak grabs off of the banks, but we found out that
Yo,
we
check
actually
this out,
don't
this part
have
right
to do
here.
the trick off of the bank. We can just do it over it. So
Alright,
if I
go.
just ollie over the corner and then do a double grab, it'll count. So I don't actually have to launch off of every single ramp here and get all of that hang time in the air. I can just
Yo, you
ollie
can
and
psych
double
on this
grab
one,
onto
check
it
it
or
out.
over it and it counts. Makes it go by super fast. We've got another challenge coming up here, and this one's gonna be called Playing Hooky.
Bang!
We're gonna go right on the other side of the building in front of us, and there is a huge ledge that we have to manual down.
Yo, let's make something happen.
The safe strat would just be to do 1 push and do 1 long manual all the way down it without dropping it, but we're gonna be a little risky here.
Yo, this is coming together.
If we do
pretty
2
fresh.
pushes, we can manual, and then we can ollie over each little drop
Alright,
here. I'll
make
show
it
you.
count.
The only thing is, we do not want to perform a flip trick at the end of that
Yo,
ledge.
peek this footage.
There is a little invisible wall there, and sometimes you hit it, sometimes you
That
don't.
was nuts.
So it's
First
better not to
go.
pop off the end and just ride off the end. But
Mike.
just like earlier, school was out. Now
Oh,
school's
Mikey,
in.
liberate.
Our friend Mikey from the last game is back, and he actually just got rid of all the grind stoppers for us. So those rails that we wanted to grind earlier, we can actually grind now. So we just have to spam through all of these little cutscenes.
All right, let's see what you got.
Do a 5-0 on the first rail, and then right before the second rail, I am just gonna do a little speed check. Did not mean to power slide, but we'll take it.
You know what's so
As
good
long
about
as we
this?
land
I
both
think
of the
you look
grinds. If we
good.
fall on that
Look how
second
good I
rail,
made
we
you
have to
look.
redo the whole challenge.
So now that we got this ill sponsor me tape made, the best way
But
to
right
see what's
now,
going
we got a
on
couple
is with the
loading
map.
screens. This would be a really
Yo,
good
Buzz
spot
and
for a
Seb are
couple
doing some crazy
donations.
Yeah, sure thing. Alrighty, we have, okay, first of all, we have a $2,000 donation, which is so generous. This is from Hinksy, and there's no comment, but thank you so much. I feel like that went toward Ring Fit Adventure because
That
we're
is
now
awesome.
over $12,000, which is great. We also have $5 from Cyprus, who says, amazing to see Skate 2 on the big stage. Have a great run, Supa.
Thank you.
You want one more?
This is perfect time, actually.
Great. Okay, then we have $10 from Daroga, who says, looking forward to Skate 2. Love, Alex, Oliver, Tim, Karen, Meatball, and Rocket.
Thanks, everyone. So we just tried to go to the Thrasher pool party, but our sponsor footage wasn't good enough. They want us to go find 3 local pools before they're gonna let us in. So we just teleported over to the top of Urban Res, and you might have noticed when I did that power slide, I set down a session marker. So we're skate down to that little drop, we grab the community pool. Now I teleport back to the session marker, and we're gonna go down here to the left. We're gonna go over to the drop-in motel. See if I can do a couple more speed boosts. Let's do some nollies here. And we're gonna fly over this grass gap on the left. Ooh. That is okay.
Holy crap.
We gotta get a little hollow
Check
meat,
it out.
right? We gotta get a little hollow meat. So all I have to do is get right past this umbrella. We were so close to triggering it, but it's all
Oh,
good.
look at
We've
this
got the
one.
second pool. All we need to do is find one more. And the easiest one to get to is actually GED High. You've heard me say that place a lot. So we're gonna go to one of the challenges that we did earlier, School's Out. And once we teleport there, we're gonna do 1 push and then open up the menu, and we are gonna cancel out the challenge.
Damn, they capped these
The reason
rails?
why I'm doing that is because when I then unpause the menu, you'll see I'm still gonna keep moving.
Go.
It just saves a tiny bit of time. And we're gonna ollie through this little window. We found the 3rd pool.
Yo, this is where we need to put it down.
And after it shows it to us, we're gonna get a little window that pops up that's gonna teleport us back to the Thrasher pool party. It's summer games done quick. I like pools. I like parties. How about y'all? Let's go. We made it. We're back at the Thrasher pool party. We found the 3 pools. I think they're going to let us in. Fingers crossed.
Laters. Whoa.
What? Laters?
Later.
It looks like everyone's leaving, but lucky for us,
What up, fool?
photographer is hanging out. Wants to get some photos for Thrasher Magazine with
right,
us,
man,
and
let's
that's
see
really
it
what we're
tweaked
here
out
for.
air.
So what we have to do here, we just have to drop into this pool. I'm gonna pump, try to get some extra speed. We have to do a tweaked grab above the deck. I didn't quite have enough speed that first time, but we'll get it right here.
That's a wrap. We got it.
It's gonna show us all of our photos again. And once we pick the
Nice.
best one,
Now just pick one of these that
we're
you
gonna go
like,
do a
bud.
few more Thrasher challenges before we get invited to the Danny Way Mega Compound. We've got a couple loading screens here. It'd be a good time to
Dude,
sneak in a
Mike
donation
Burnett is
too.
the main photographer for Thrasher.
Perfect.
So
We have
basically, you're gonna be
$10
in
from Supa Wifey, who says, GDQ got my favorite host and favorite speedrunner on one stage. Big W. This one is for the Supa Squad. So exclamation, hurry, Supa.
I'm going. All right, so we're back at the
All right,
next
what I want you
Thrasher
to do
challenge, and this one is
grab
called
it
Technically Hit.
And then do something
So
special
what we're gonna
with
do
your
is I'm gonna
hand.
put a session marker here, and I'm gonna do 2 finger flips really fast. The game wants us to drop into the pool here and then hit the hips that are on the left and the right side of the screen and do finger flips, but we can actually just do them into this first hip right
Yo,
here.
which is the one?
No
Which
need
is
to
the one you
actually
like?
skate around the pool and get big air. I mean, we like big air sometimes, but
Do you know how
not
dope
always.
You're gonna be in Thrasher again?
We got 2 more Thrasher challenges before we get to go to the Danny Way Mega Compound. I'm excited. This next one right here is called Gold Medal Air. And we're actually gonna spawn right on top of the challenge trigger, so I can mash up on the D-pad
what I
and
wanna
A
see
to
you
start
do,
it instantly when we
Bust
load
the
in.
air over that diving board.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 4 pushes here, and I'm gonna pump up the quarter pipe. We're just gonna get some big air, fly over that diving board. We're good. It's very easy to clip that diving board there.
Yo, just pick one of those photos.
One
that
of
you
those
really like, and that's
challenges
gonna
that
be
can
it.
catch you by surprise when you're on PB pace.
Dude, Mike Burnett,
But
Thrasher.
just
you
got a couple
understand
more
that,
loading
right?
screens here. It's gonna do the saving content thing twice, and now we can go to our final Thrasher challenge before we go meet Danny Way. Don't worry, there's gonna be more Thrasher challenges later. Just this game kind of comes in waves.
What's up,
After
bud?
this, we'll be doing a bunch of pro challenges and working on getting sponsored.
Oh, you're
So this
gonna
is in
love
the deep
pool.
end,
Let's see you
but we're gonna
slap
actually
that coping.
stay in the shallow end of the pool. I'm gonna push twice up here and just kind of hold forward, and I'm gonna grab and grind at the same time. Nice.
Woohoo!
I almost
Yeah,
didn't think it.
perfect.
I almost didn't think it registered the second one. It was a little delayed, but we got it. So again, first
your
photo
photo,
is
pick
the
one you
best
like.
photo, and now we're gonna be able to go to the Danny Way Mega Compound. But before we can
Mike Burnett
actually
is
jam with
sick.
Danny,
Dude, that Thrasher article looks sick.
we have a couple
Check it
challenges
out.
to do
Danny
first.
just texted me.
You might
He's up
remember
at his house.
PJ Ladd from the
You know
last
something
game. He
good
went
to
to his
do, man.
mansion for one of the challenges. But
Hey,
here,
let's go skate.
he's got a little stair session that he wants us to do. So there's gonna be this big stair set. We're gonna have a ton of run up, but he wants us to do 3 different flip tricks over it. And we'll be doing that as fast as possible,
Hey, dude, look at that.
as soon as we can start it.
Y'all go back.
Yeah,
So like I was
just trying to
saying,
skate these stairs a little.
we get a lot of run up for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push until this pillar right here, and then put a session marker down. That way I only have to push twice to be able to clear the stair set every time, and every time I reload right here, it saves 2 seconds. Just makes it go faster. And the thing is, our next challenge is directly to my left, and we should be able to grab it before the autosave is done, just to save minimal time. Because remember, we can't start any challenges or open our menu while it says saving content on the bottom right of the screen.
Yeah, I'm about to warm
So
up on
this challenge
rail
right here, just like the last one, we've got to do 3 different grinds, but we actually don't have to grind the whole rail. I can get into a 5-0, ollie out, press Y to kick my board, and then just repeat the process. We'll do a 50-50, and then I'll end it here with a nose grind. And then we will nollie out, press Y to kick the board off. Just again, just shaves off a little bit of time. So now we're ready to go skate with Danny Way. Who's ready for the mega ramp?
Yo, check it out. Danny's up there. Let's get up there.
I know the mega ramp is everyone's favorite part. It's always one of my favorite parts at least, but
Let's see if you can still
unfortunately,
hang with
we're gonna skip most of it. So we've got a jam with Danny here. We got 3 rounds. We just have to get to the bottom as fast as possible with more points than him. To do that, I'm actually gonna go off the side of the mega ramp here. I'm gonna play it a little safe. All right, it's like hopefully that wasn't too high. And we are gonna go fly over this wall, and this is gonna let us hit the checkpoint without doing the entire mega park. The only thing is, I have to do it 2 more times. So while I do this 2 more times, this would be a great spot for a few more donations, or else talk about some of those upcoming incentives.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, I know, I was about to ask. Well, first of all, we have $10 from Cowplex, who says, hey,
Yes.
SupaScared, it is Cowplex. I and the whole skate community are proud of you, dude, and good luck on the run, and to the other runners. Coach Frank would be proud, less than 3.
That was really close right there.
You're doing great.
Thank
we
you
also
so
have a
much.
lot of love coming in for Ring Fit, and we are pushing forward, but we still need to get more donations in. We are now over $13,000. We need to hit that $45,000 by the end of Minish Cap, which is the next run. So keep getting donations in. I have plenty of those donations to read out as well. So yeah, do you want one more? Or?
No, that was really weird what just happened. So
sure.
when I fell there, it should have brought me back to the top of the ramp, but it had me on the bottom facing the opposite direction. I've actually never seen that before. That was really, really weird. But hey, that saved us about 5 seconds, so I'll take it. We are now done with Danny Way, and we are ready to go hang out with some of the other pros. Because if Danny Way says we're cool, everyone else is going to think we're cool, right?
Yo, it's rad you showed this to
One thing we got to be careful about here is normally when we open the menu, the replay editor is the first thing that's highlighted. So it's you open the menu, you press down on the D-pad once, and then you press A. For whatever reason, this challenge, the replay editor is not highlighted. So you got to be careful not to press down on the D-pad, or else you'll get into the wrong menu. But we're going to meet up with Chris Haslam right now. He's going to teach us another new mechanic in the game called hippie jumps. How we do a hippie jump, we just hold X and A, and it allows us to jump off our board while the board stays on the ground. And we're just going to finger flip over these stairs and then do a late flip off the wall. We'll do it one more time. Just want to make sure you guys see it, right? All right, one more time. Let's do this big hippie jump.
Yeah, right.
Finger flip. No finger flip. One more.
Stop. But the good news is, it's a video game. You can try it again later. Sick.
Danny Way wanted to make sure he didn't take it easy on me. We got it. So once we get through all of this, we're going to move on to the next pro challenge, which all we have to do is 4 flip tricks up a little 4 set of stairs. But there could be 1 pedestrian in front of us, there could be 4, and they could be walking left to right, or they could just be completely out of our way. So we're going to see what happens here. This is definitely a fun one.
How's it going?
So far, so good. But we won't know for sure
Hey, Johnny boy.
until right now. There's a couple up top. Hopefully they don't get in my way. We're just gonna do a kick flip first, then we'll do a heel flip, and then I'll do a pop shove it, and then a front side pop shove it. Uh-oh, they're getting a little close. I'm gonna put down a session marker right here, just because you might notice this rainbow rail over to the right. That's actually gonna be our next challenge. So putting that session marker down just gives me 1 push closer to the next challenge. So we should be able to grab it the moment the autosave is done. And we got it. So we're doing Over the Rainbow with Chris Cole. We have this big rainbow rail. We just have to do 3 different grinds over it. Now, one thing we want to make sure we do is we want to enter the rail a decent amount up it. If we enter the rail too far or like too close to the ground, we'll actually lose all of our speed. So far, so good. And one more. See there, I entered just a little bit too close to the ground. Lost a little bit of speed, but it's all good. We're coming up to one of my favorite pro challenges next. this one can go one of two ways. This one also has a bunch of RNG, so we have to bomb a really big hill, and then after bombing the hill, we have to take a big roll in and then hit this huge gap and do a 540. But even to get to that point, we have to go through an intersection that sometimes gives the cars the right of way. So let's see what happens here.
How's it going, mate?
Hope these cars have a red light. Uh-oh, green light. Green light.
Yo, these people in the
right.
cars, they don't care about you.
They should have a red light now. All right, we're just gonna grab to pump into this. Do a couple more pushes. Big 540. Hopefully we didn't lose too much speed. All right, we made it high enough up the vert stick. Let's go. So now that we just did all these pro challenges, we're just about ready to get sponsored. Before we get sponsored, let's go get some more photos in the magazine just so we have a little bit more leverage. This next Thrasher challenge is called It's On. And the thing about this is, you know, I feel kind of bad for our skater. Just in prison for 5 years, just got out, is having this explosive career. All the photographers are busy. So unfortunately, we have to go crash the skater session.
Oh, hey guys.
They're in the middle of taking
Sick,
pictures
right?
for the magazine, but
Cardiel just showed
if
it
we
to
get
me.
a
You
better
wanna
grind,
get in on the session?
we're gonna get the photo in the magazine instead. So all we have to do is best grind up on this big rail here. Let's start it with that. This is a very weird rail to lock into. We definitely have more than enough points already. You only need about 1,000. And then we do just have to wait for time to expire. So kind of similar to like a contest run in the last skate game, or like a contest section. So right now, this would be a really good time for a couple more donations too.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have $5 from Gregor Monkey, who says, 1 ticket for the $5 ring fit donation train, please. Half pipe hype. Yeah. We also have $25 from Mids, who says, let's go, Super Squad. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Let's go. Thanks so much, everyone. You got time for one more?
Sure.
Yo,
We
come
actually
on,
have
next one.
$25 from Conception, who says this Skate 2 run is gnarly, brah. SupaScared's out here making this look easy. Keep up the great work. Less than 3.
Thank you so much.
We don't have much time left.
This game is a lot of fun, but it is a little difficult. So if you like skateboarding, you like kind of tough stuff, you should definitely give it a
Yo,
shot.
I know you'll get it. That was
But we
proper.
finished the best grind. It's on. Now we're gonna see our wonderful photos for the magazine here. Which one should we pick? All right, let's pick the last one. I agree. We got the last
Dude, you're shooting with
one.
Burnett.
Now we're actually
You're
gonna
not
go meet up
fighting
with our
me.
sponsor from the Skate X Games % run. We're gonna go meet up with Mike Carroll from Girl. There's gonna be this huge S-rail that we have to session with him, but some weird things with this challenge. So you notice on
Hey
like the
guys,
last
come
one,
shred.
it shows all the pictures at the end and it
On the
does it
back
kind of slowly.
Oh, hey guys.
If
yeah,
you
what's up?
get more points than Mike
Yeah,
Carroll
pretty
in the
sick,
beginning
right?
of this challenge,
Yeah, I'm just
it
shooting
takes like an
something here with
extra
Carroll,
2
but,
seconds to show you your
probably
photos
cool
at the
if you
end.
get in on it.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
man.
So we're gonna get a solid base score here in the beginning, maybe. And then towards the very end of the challenge is when I'll try to get the actual score. See if we can make that menu speed up just a little bit. So you can either do the whole rail or you can just hop off on the side right there. See if I can do a pop glitch for you guys while we wait. Nope, not happening.
Oh man, we gotta wrap it up.
The 360 revert pop glitches are fun. I just like to practice them when we're letting time expire. I'll show you during the demo portion of the run though.
Wait till you see this glamour
We got the
shot.
best grind. And now we're actually gonna make our way back over to Slappy's. But we're gonna skate a part of the skate park we didn't get to skate earlier. We're gonna go skate the big half pipe. Perfect last picture. That's what I'd want in the magazine.
So you know how dope it is you getting photos with Burnett?
So as soon as saving content is done, we can open the menu and we can go, let's skate. So like I said, we're going back to Slappy's. We're gonna be at the big half pipe, and what we have to do here is we actually have to get enough speed to fly over the half pipe to where there's this overhead railing, and we have to do a tweaked hand plant on it. But there's gonna be another skater skating around us, so we have to make sure that we don't collide with them.
Just in time to get broke. Look at this thing. Yeah,
So I'm just
Jake's
gonna pump
buzz
on
it,
this
man, but
side,
You can try to get in there if you want.
go over here, just get a little bit of air, and then we got just enough speed to do the tweaked grab. When we do that tweaked grab, we do RB and then the right stick. You just want to make sure you hold the right stick up, because if you tweak the board underneath you, you'll clip the quarter pipe when you come back in.
Any one of these,
And no one wants to do that, 'cause then you'll fall. We got our best photo, and now it's time for the Skater of the Year off. You know, we've been in prison for 5 years. There's a new Skater of the Year in town. His name's Chris Cole. So we're gonna go see if we can get some more points than him. Little does he know, we'll be picking him for our sponsor afterwards too. Now, like I said before, Skate 2 is a completely rebuilt version of the first game because there was a natural disaster, the whole city crumbled.
Just trying to finish this SP
But this
article
might
with
look very
Cole, but,
similar
there
to
should be
you.
a few tricks left.
That's
Get
because
in there.
these are the exact same areas as the first game. They just have some new textures. They've got some new bricks down and new cobblestone, and it's the new San Vanalona. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grind that little ledge there on the side and then make it into the bank. And what we wanna do is at the very end of this challenge, at the last 5 seconds, we're gonna go down this hill towards that wall. And if we stand at that wall when we go to our next challenge, there won't be any loading screen. It's just gonna completely teleport us there. But while we wait to do that, it'd be a good spot for a couple more donations.
Perfect. Okay, we have $50 from Jason T, who says, do a kickflip.
I got you.
GDQ hype.
Sometimes you lose.
There's the kickflip.
Let's get ring fit. I love it. It was a great, that was a perfect short donation combo. So I have $100 from They Call Me Tony, who says, love ring fit. How does a speed run even work? You should definitely feel it in your stomach when you breathe out. Again, you'll have to see the run to understand that exactly. One more quick one.
Yeah, one more quick one.
$5 from Maddie, who says, hey, Supa, Maddie here. So cool to finally see Skate 2 on the big stage. Don't let Danny mess up your run.
Thanks, Maddie.
Hey, sometimes
Let's go. So the challenge is over, and we skated all the way down to the sidewalk. So once we get through these photos, you'll see what I'm talking about. We're gonna skip about a 6-second loading screen just by standing down here. Just have to get through the saving content screen first.
Dude, you're gonna get in pressure.
We got our money from completing the challenge, and then now we can go to They Call It Art. This is another run killer. The challenge looks very simple. You have to hit one ramp,
Hey, I'm
foot
trying to
plant
shoot
in the
something with
middle,
Chris
and then
right
land
now,
on the
but,
other
feel
ramp.
free to jump
You
in.
actually have to go very slow to do this. We're gonna do one push, hold forward, ollie, foot plant, and land it. We got it. Let's go. Sometimes you'll land that one too, and it won't register it. It's like, no, you didn't do that. Do it again. But we got it. Let's go. What?
Dude, you're psyched. You're shooting with Burnett. Yo, people are hyped on your coverage. It looks
Once
fresh.
the saving content is done, we get to open up our phone. We get to pick our sponsor. We're gonna go hang out with Chris Cole for a little bit. Since we're getting sponsored, Chris Cole is gonna make us follow him to a 0 demo. The thing with this follow challenge is he can go one of 2 ways. He can either go straight down the spillway in like up the big ramp, or he can go to the right. He's going this way. This never happens. All right, so we're gonna be careful going this way. He more than likely will fall here, so we really do not want to get too far ahead because we have to stay within 150 feet. I'm just going to kick the board out and stand right here. Ooh, Chris Cole is making some good time. He's making some good time. I don't know what the fast plant was for, but we're going to skate this way to the left. We're going to hope that he doesn't start skating into the fence. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the map. I think he did for a second. Sometimes he'll just turn and just keep skating into the wall. Come on, Chris Cole. This way, buddy. He's doing nose manuals over there. He's supposed to be showing me how to get to the demo. Anywho, there's not too many pedestrians here. We should be good to go to make it. As long as he is less than 100 feet away when you pass this final corner, you can make it to the finish line.
Dude, that was dope. These guys are asking you to skate
Now
a demo
it is
with them.
demo time.
They want you on the
So this is like the big contest of the run. We're gonna have
So you
2.5 minutes to stoke the crowd. We just have to make sure the crowd is stoked. We gotta make sure everyone's having a good time. Are you guys having a good time? Let's go, that's what I like to hear. So to stoke the crowd, all we have to do is get 7,500 points, and it's not that hard. We can do it pretty quick. The reason why I say that is because if we get more than 10,000 points, we're gonna stoke the crowd a little bit too much, and we're gonna get an extra screen at the end that's gonna say we killed the challenge, and it just adds a couple extra seconds. And we don't wanna do that, so I'm gonna try not to get over 10,000 points. But while we skate around, this would be a good time for some donations. We got a couple minutes here.
Absolutely. Alrighty, we have $25 from our account who says, SGDQ hype. Let's get that ring fit incentive met. Woo! We also have $25 from Accursed Dragon saying, GDQ is a great place for the gaming community, supporting an amazing cause, full of many communities of all sizes. That was harder to read than I thought. You got this, SupaScared. The Supa Squad is behind you.
Thank you, Dragon.
We also have $50 from SD Bestie saying, do a kickflip.
I'll get you one. There you go. I'm trying to see if I can pull off one of these revert pop glitches, but they're not clicking today. But that's okay. Just more something for a little flash. We can get another donation or two if you got one.
Sure. We have $15 from Dire Dachshund. I love that. Who says, yeah, I'm into fitness. Fitness bonus run into the schedule. We also have $100 from Senra who says, Ring Fit speedruns are wild. Chat, we can make it happen. Let's all donate $5 to make it happen.
Let's go.
I agree, we're almost at 1/3 of the way. We can do it, come on.
We're almost there. So, like I said, we got to stoke the crowd. So I'm trying to see which side of the demo has the more stoked crowd. I don't know if you've ever been to a skate contest before or a little demo. There's something they all have in common. It's called a product toss. I don't have any product to, toss for you guys, but we can toss our skateboard to someone in the crowd in the game. There we go. Enjoy. Product toss. All right, the demo is about to end right now. And you're actually going to see some behind-the-scenes footage from that product toss. I think. I hope they were recorded. Oh, there we go. And now we can see who actually caught the board. Who got the product toss? Let's go. So we're now moving into the final section of the run. We just have the final Thrasher magazine challenges. And this next one coming up, probably one of the most difficult challenges in the Skate series. This one's called Dunk Slam. If you played Skate 2, you might remember this challenge. So what we have to do is we have to move a quarter pipe underneath the basketball hoop,
Hey,
but we have to put it in the perfect spot so we don't clip on the basketball hoop and fall. And then we have to do a hand plant on the backboard, and then we have to get back into the quarter pipe without clipping again. So I like to line it up with the spray paint on the ground here. We'll add it to our session marker, do 2 pushes, 1 more on the flat. I'll pump into it. We got it. We just got to land it. Let's go.
Yeah, we got that.
Let's go. Sometimes you'll get into the hand plant and you think you got it, and then you land in like a grind on the side of the quarter pipe, and all of a sudden you just bail.
You know how dope it is? You're gonna
But we
be
got it. Let's go.
again.
Now this next challenge, this is probably the second hardest, or at least the second hardest in this run for me. This one's called Like Skate Whatevs. It's not gonna be as free as some of the last challenges. We actually have to go to a no skate zone. They don't want us skating here. But what we have to do is we have to move 2 different ramps and a rail so that we're able to session all 3 of them without getting knocked over by security.
Let's see it.
And without running into pedestrians in front of us. Hopefully they stay out of our way. Sometimes you're moving one of these ramps and they just kind of get clipped on it. But we're gonna grab this ramp first. We're gonna move it back here, add it to our session marker, walk to the left, grab this big rail. Security is already onto us. We gotta go. Adding that to our session marker, we're gonna grab this last ramp back here, and as long as security is not chasing us, we can go back to our session marker. I don't think he knew what he was doing. Uh-oh, there's another security right in front of me. That was close.
Dude, that wasn't even a serious attempt.
Why didn't that count? That's okay, we're gonna do it again.
Dude, you alright?
He must have pushed me before both of the trucks hit the ground or something. No?
You help me catch that kid.
That's it.
There we go.
Done.
Now, we want them to knock us over as fast as possible, because if we're in a chase sequence with security, we aren't able to teleport anywhere.
Pick something you like.
So the 2 ways to get out of that is either just completely skate away, which takes quite a bit of time, or hope that they just knock us over right away. He was prepared. We got slammed. Let's go. Now we can get out of here. We got 3 challenges left in the run. Over here, we're gonna go over to the trolley tracks. We just have to gap over 2 of them. This is a super simple one as long as there's no one in our way. Sometimes you've got a lot of people walking back and forth. I only see a couple right now. I think we're gonna be good.
Oh man.
So what I like to do is I just ollie over the first one, do a big ollie, and then on the second gap, we're actually gonna do a double grab and grab both sides of our board, suck our legs up to get to the other side. And then we're gonna mash through all of these photos.
Pick a photo that you like.
And then we're gonna move on to third sets of charm.
Dude,
The second to the last challenge for this run. I can't believe it. This goes so fast. So for this one, third sets of charm, we got 3 sets of stairs that we gotta get over. And this one as well. We'll see where people are standing. If no one's standing in our way, hopefully I can pull off the fast strat.
What up, guys?
There's a very small section that you can land that you won't get the killed it screen I was talking about earlier that adds a couple seconds. So hopefully we can get that. I'm gonna ollie this first set. I'm gonna ollie into the bank here on the right side, get some speed, and then we're gonna clear it. That might have skipped the killed it screen. It did, let's go. So normally it'll say killed it and it just takes a few extra seconds, but then this next part will be 30 FPS. So it just takes twice as long. But since we didn't kill it, we're gonna get through this just a little bit faster. And we're gonna go return to the scene of the crime. I got a little bit more to say first, but as soon as it says photo challenge complete on the screen, that'll be time. So as we move over here, we're gonna be back up with our friend Sammy.
Hey, what's up?
And Sammy is gonna drain the entire dam for us. And all we have to do here is do any 540 into it. And the moment we land and it says challenge complete, that will be time. But it has you facing straight, but it's so much easier just to turn left and hop into here. And that is time. Thank you all so much for having me. Again, my name was SupaScared. I had so much fun. I want to do a couple quick shout outs. Shout out to my wife, Super Wifey. This wouldn't be possible without her. Shout out to Super Squad. Shout out the entire skate speedrunning Discord and the skate community as well. And then also, shout out to all of you. GDQ wouldn't happen without all of you and without all the staff working as well. So thank you guys so much for everything. You can find me on all socials at SupaScared. It's been a pleasure and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much.
Dude, you are back on the cover of Crasher. Best.
Great work, SupaScared. You did an awesome, awesome job. I could never skate that good, you know. Alrighty, just to wrap up, we did have a $50 donation from Umrag T. Byrne, who says, this run is absolutely shred-tacular. Oh, man. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. We like to take breaks here. Make sure you stretch, get water, all of these things, and we will be right back. Alrighty, and welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2023, everyone. Oh, such great runs today. I've been so excited for the schedule ever since the games list came out. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we are getting ready for Zelda. We have our first Zelda game of the marathon. This is going to be the Minish Cap, which is an awesome game. Super excited. Yes, agreed. But you know what's going to happen after that? Ring Fit Adventure. It's happening, right? It's happening. We are now over 1/3 of the way there, so please keep up that support. You all are doing amazing. We have this upcoming run to meet that incentive. How many Ring Fit donations do you want to hear? Because I have all of them. Here we go. $10 from Paity, who says, looking forward to Ring Fit. We have $5 from Sekmit, who says, Ring Fit $5 train. We have $5 from Damarung, who says, gotta get in on that $5 Ring Fit train. Let's go. We have $5 from the Merchant of Ducks, who says, I'm doing my part for Ring Fit. We have $5 from Lynx, who says, putting in my 5 monies for Ring Fit Adventure. We've got $25 from Vic Kruger, who says, or V.E. Kruger, who says, longtime watcher, first time in the audience. I love Ring Fit. Let's best that weird buff dragon. Yes, Drago is a very interesting character. Alrighty. We'd also like to talk about a couple extra things as we set up for the next game. Here we go. Let's chat a bit about Alien Hominid Invasion from the Behemoth. So this is Alien Hominid Invasion. The new title from the Behemoth is coming this year. The mayhem never ends with infinite replayability as you grow stronger. Wiser ? After each city block in this arcade-style co-op run-and-gun reimagination of Alien Hominid. Get the intel at www.beh.gg/aliens. Oh, it looks great. Love Behemoth games. Also want to talk about Psychic Drive. Psychic Drive has arcade rentals for your event. They specialize in imported Japanese games, which is amazing. They have some of the best arcade games out there. This is based in Detroit, Michigan, but will travel anywhere, which is awesome. There are over 40 cabinets available to choose from, which is super, super cool. Some of the popular games in the arcade at SGDQ, by the way. That's right, we do have an arcade here. You can go check it out and play some games like Taiko Drum Master, F-Zero AX, and we just saw the F-Zero run, so, I mean, now's the time. We got Monkey Ball, DDR Extreme, I love DDR, and Thunitham. Chunitham. I am not good at pronouncing that, but if you want to check out more, you can go to www.psychicdrive.com. Okay, just to keep that Ring Fit hype up, as we are getting more donations in, we have $50 from Tristan, who says, let's go Ring Fit. I lost 5 pounds playing that game. Listen, I'm telling you, it is such a good game and a great workout. No joke, no joke. And with that, yeah, speaking of Ring Fit, why don't we head on over to the interview area so we can have Mello speak with our upcoming Ring Fit runner, Verxel. Take it away.